people, beauty, money, status, work, children, family, all those will vanish, will disappear. Either I will leave them or they will leave me, except Allah. And majority of them, if not all of them, are actually fake. Well, that's why I said batil. Fake meaning, I think those people will help me, but nobody will help me except Allah. I think this person loves me, but no one loves me as Allah does. Did you see why he's saying this? But we don't make this connection because we only see people. We only see the tangible things. I see flowers. I don't see this as a creation of Allah. Of course it's a creation of Allah, but I don't see it. There's a couple of questions you have to ask yourself. This is how you learn them. Number one, what does it mean? Literally, the name Ar-Rahman, we translate the most merciful. Okay, perfect. That's it. Now, what does it mean? Second, Allah is the most merciful. This is the most important one. This is how this will change your life when you look at it from this lens. So this is number two. Number three, in every name, how will I live? How will I live the name Allah Ar-Rahman or Allah Ar-Rahim or Jabbar, Al-Qahar, any of the names? What does it mean for me? Me with Him. So there is me with people and there is me with Him. And will this information or this knowledge change me? Will this makes me a better servant of Allah, a better human being, a better person? The more, and this is very important for everybody, the more you know the name of Allah in reality, the better human being you will be. Not necessarily only a better Muslim, a better human being. Meaning everything around you will take care of it because it is His, not because. And I will deal with everybody around me, Muslim, non-Muslim, good or not good, through the lens of Allah, not through the lens of me and my nafs, and you know what I'm saying? So pay attention to this every time you leave, and I highly recommend you start taking notes because this is how you learn. Whether notes on your phone, notes you write, but the main thing, you come out with it. What did I learn? Reality, depth of it, why this one, how this changed me with Allah, how this changed me with people, my spouse, my children, my friends, the people around me, with the masjid, if I am in the supermarket, it doesn't matter, okay? The first thing, of course, I want to share one poem that is Rasul alayhi salatu wasalam said, the Arabs have said one piece of poem that is the most truthful one. Imagine that. The Arabs before Rasul alayhi salatu wasalam, during, after, very well known in poetry. That's why there is a whole chapter in the Quran called Ash-Shu'ara, the poets. Why? Because they are very eloquent and they speak beyond. So imagine from all those, there is one way that he said about it, the most truthful piece of poem that the Arabs sent, right? I'm going to read in Arabic because for alhamdulillah, there's a good number of people. And then I'll translate Domo, right? And this was written by a non-Muslim before Rasul alayhi salatu wasalam, right? He said, تأمل سطور الكائنات فإنها من الملك الأعلى إليك رسائل وقد خط فيها لو تأملت خطها على كل شيء ما خلا الله باطل. You should know this, especially the Arabs who have studied. I'll translate.
No, repeat this first.
Sure. تأمل سطور الكائنات فإنها من الملك الأعلى إليك رسائل. I'm going to translate so everybody will be reading. Reflect upon the lines written throughout creation. Reflect upon the lines written throughout the creation. For they are messages sent to you from the Most High. وقد خط فيها لو تأملت خطها. He has written within them. You should find that He has wrote everything in them if you only ponder on them. Now the most important one that Rasul alayhi salatu wasalam said, this is the most truthful one. على كل شيء خلا الله باطل. Everything except Allah is vanishing, is for vain, is useless. That's why he said, this one. أصدق ما قالت العرب ما قاله لبيد. Labid is the poet who wrote it. على كل شيء, everything, especially the younger people here. In this day and age, it is very difficult with all the distractions we have, with everything around us, with this rat race, fast pace, everything. Now, if I take a breath in between and I say all these people, beauty, money, status, work, children, family, all those will vanish, will disappear. Either I will leave them or they will leave me, except Allah. And majority of them, if not all of them, are actually fake. That's why he said batil. Fake meaning, I think those people will help me, but nobody will help me except Allah. I think this person loves me, but no one loves me as Allah does. Did you see why he's saying this? Or we don't make this connection because we only see people. We only see the tangible things. I see flowers. I don't see this as a creation of Allah. Of course it's a creation of Allah, but I don't see it. I see flower. And then if I asked you, then tell me, it's beautiful, it's color, it's whatever. But very few, and I did it in many times. I say, describe what you see in the ceiling. Not a single person. The room was full of 1,000 people. Not a single person looked at me and said, it's the creation of Allah. That tells me I'm not seeing him. That's why he said, look, ponder on what he wrote in his creation. Did you get it now, everybody? So what did he, if you look at this one now, what is he saying? And everybody will look at it from his or her angle. Somebody will see the name of Allah, the beauty. Somebody will see the name of Allah, An-Nur, the light, right? Somebody will see the name of Allah, Al-Qadir, the capable. How did this become this? All of them are right. He didn't say one name is this, but I just have to see it. Like we live, again, you've seen me saying this many times, one of the most beautiful cities. Honestly, when you travel around the world, you still say, yeah, but Ar-Rahman is very beautiful. You have the ocean and you have the mountain within 20 minutes leave, right? And you have the even Pacific Ocean because it's much calmer. But how many of us goes to the ocean and reflect on it? We go to the ocean, sunset and all that. Let's go sunset, beautiful. Let's go and walk on the ocean. Let's go and have a bite on. Okay. So do you reflect? Do you see the messages from Allah? Do you see it? So this is why I wanted to start with this one, because I need us all to look into things around us in a different angle, in a different way, right? There is some, if I can ask people to move, because there's people coming, there is in between empty chairs. So if you don't mind, may Allah reward you, right? Yes. And the same thing in the back, because people are coming and may Allah reward you all. So there is also an empty chair here. Anybody in the back, there is an empty chair here. Part of your beautiful Islam is you always think of the others. So when you come, you don't come and sit the first available. You come and sit in the end, because then the other person, that when they come, they find a place. So think of that. So remember, the first thing I wanted to start this series by this poem, and you can actually find it online, just like أصدق ما قالت العرب for the Arab people, right? Or even in English, if you say the most truthful poem that the Rasul ﷺ comment on it, because this is the only one he commented on. Everything other than Allah is vain, is for vain, is fake. I call it fake. They don't translate fake, but I need to feel it's fake, because if it's fake, I'm not going to get attached to it. If it is fake, I'm not going to love it. You know how I love it? If it's fake, you look at me and says, what are you loving? Fake, right? What is wrong with it? So keep this